All right, so I'm on my own tonight. Let's make dinner and lunch for tomorrow. So I'm gonna take a couple pieces of chicken, throw them in my air fryer. Air fryers are the bomb. I love my air fryer. It is so freaking handy. You really just cannot complain. Then I'm gonna add some spice. I like the Gospel barbecue rub. It's got a nice flavor. And you know, just add a little bit onto your chicken, put it on at 400 degrees roughly for about 20 to 25 minutes. So start that up. And then I'm gonna start the cauliflower rice and the broccoli. Okay, I'm Angie, and I'm here making dinner. I'm gonna throw in some extra virgin olive oil into a couple of preheated pans, a little bit more for the cauliflower rice, and a couple squirts just for the broccoli, just so things don't stick. Now, we're gonna start off by, I'm gonna quickly put a little bit of the broccoli in this pan, just to kind of get it al dente, depending on how much you want. By myself, so I'm probably not gonna need too much. I'm gonna start here with 2 cloves of garlic. You can either mince these, or I love this little gadget. I find it is a godsend. Oh my goodness, it is so wonderful to crush up garlic, mince it up real quick and easy. And it's so much less work than regular. You know, you can either throw out the other little chunk or just throw it right in. I love garlic, so if you want to add more garlic, you can go right ahead and add more garlic if you like. Otherwise, just stick with the 2 cloves. And that's good. So as we're heating that up, we're going to just heat that up a little bit. Then we're going to add our onion. So I'm adding in red onion. It's all I have on hand. It generally, I'll try to use scallions, but you know what? Use what you got, right? Either way, it still tastes delicious. So we're going to saute those just for a few seconds. So once you have the onion and garlic just to where it's kind of, you know, soft enough and just fragrant where you can just start smelling it, now we're going to add in the cauliflower rice. Now I like to buy the cauliflower rice like this. It's quick, it's easy, only a few bucks. But if you have a food processor and you don't mind having the mess and you have the time to clean it up afterwards, knock yourself out, go ahead, buy fresh cauliflower, put it in and process it till it looks like basically rice. Myself, I like to do things as quickly as possible, and I mean, you can usually find it in the grocery store where it's just cauliflower. And the best part is when you buy fresh, like frozen fruit and vegetables, it's actually fresher than fresh, because they basically pull it off of wherever, right? Off the plant or off the vine or whatever they're doing, depending on what it is. And they freeze dry it right away. So you're getting all that extra nutrition and when you're buying the frozen stuff. So it's kind of a win-win, right? I mean, and who doesn't want a win-win? So then we're going to take that, break it up the chunks, put the lid back on, give that broccoli a quick stir. We don't want to overcook it too much. We want it where it's not soft, but it's still, you know, want it cooked, right? So we'll let that sit for a few more minutes. Now about halfway through the time, we're going to stop and flip our chicken. And you know, that's the nice thing about the air fryer is that it really keeps your chicken nice and moist. You don't have to add any kind of oil or anything to it. It's fantastic. And if you want to season the other side, go right for it. But for me, I like the one side and I'm good. Plus I share with the dog, so I don't want it all over it. So now obviously we're going to check on the rice a little bit more. We're going to keep stirring that up. It's usually about 5 to 10 minutes roughly, just so that you can get it nice and soft and just a little bit browned, just so that it has like that really good done like rice flavor. It's really crazy to think that, you know, you can get rice to taste so good, but it also depends on the flavoring that you use, right? That makes sometimes a big difference. So I'm just going to let that cook for a few more minutes. I'm going to check on that broccoli a little more. So I just took the lid off for a few minutes, and I am going to keep stirring it just to kind of make sure that it's good and browned a little bit. There's no water residue left in. Hibiscus tea, new post coming soon, so follow if you want to find out how to make this lovely tea and what it's good for. So once it's cooked, we're actually going to turn the heat off. And I mean, it's not really brown, but it's still like, it's just like a little darker of a color. But like I said, 5 to 10 minutes, and you're usually generally golden. Try it if you want to make sure it's where you want. And then you're gonna take it off the stove, and you're gonna put it into another bowl. I mean, I'm gonna probably leave it in this bowl because I can't eat all that by myself. So it's gonna pack in the fridge anyway. I would have had to dirty this anyway. Otherwise, you could have really done it if you really wanted to. So now I'm gonna take in, I'm gonna add my cilantro. I had a little bit left in my little flower pot. I actually bring my herbs in for the winter too. Some of them survive, not all of them do. Luckily for me, this one does. And then I'm gonna add 1.5 limes. And I'm just going to squeeze that in. And then we're going to mix it all up. And you can add salt and pepper to taste. And that's basically that done. And I mean, I started this a few minutes after I started my chicken. I put the chicken on for 22 minutes. And it's got 1 minute and 39 seconds left. So my broccoli is just about ready. And you know, so what, 22 minutes to make a whole freaking meal. So my broccoli, I'm just going to add in a little bit of the same spice I used on my chicken. You can use whatever you like. I like to keep it simple. That's just me. But yeah, it looks like it's done too. So that's done. I'm going to add that, share that, and then we're going to serve it. Bon appetit. And this is tomorrow's lunch. It's nice that I can do this on a work day. You know, I do walk a lot of steps, definitely over 20,000 steps today, but no weight workout. So I want to keep it a little lighter on the carb side.